In the relentless march of history, there exists a tapestry woven with intricate threads of perseverance, failure, and ultimate triumph. But nobody knew that amongst the giants of modern innovation, a young man would endure failure after failure, inspiring millions with his unyielding spirit. His name was Thomas Edison, a name now synonymous with brilliance. Yet before the light bulb illuminated the world, darkness surrounded him. Born on February 11, 1847, in Milan, Ohio, Edison was not destined for greatness. In fact, his journey began in the humblest of settings, where listening to the whispers of failure was as familiar as the wind rustling the leaves outside his small home. Diagnosed with a learning disability in his early years, his mother, Nancy Edison, became his first teacher, nurturing his inquisitive mind, yet the outside world branded him as difficult. He was removed from school, where he struggled to conform to the rigid structures of education. In those formative years, the seeds of failure were sown, but also the roots of perseverance. By the time he was just 12 years old, his family's financial burdens forced him to take on odd jobs, selling newspapers and candy on trains. It was here, in the chaos of trains and the scent of entrepreneurship, that young Edison met failure directly. Countless schemes to make a fortune floundered. His newspapers had no buyers, his candy was often neglected, and this early exposure to hardship molded him. But with every failure came insights, and with every setback arose resilience. As he grew into adulthood, he dove headfirst into the emerging world of telegraphy. The invention of the telegraph had swept through America like wildfire, creating opportunities for those daring enough to seize them. Young Edison, fascinated by this technology, began working on the railroads, perfecting the art of electric circuits. In 1869, after relocating to Newark, New Jersey, he experienced his first great triumph, his invention of the automatic telegraph repeater. Yet, it was merely a brief flicker of success, for with each new invention, there came groundbreaking inventions and unfathomable failures. With his remarkable ambition, Edison launched into his most renowned project, the incandescent light bulb. Little did the world realize the arduous path ahead. It was 1879, and after testing thousands of materials for filaments, each failed attempt threatened to drown his dreams in despair. Factories were abandoned, and investors were poised to retreat. In one pivotal moment, on the brink of financial collapse, a close associate urged Edison to abandon the venture. What happened next shocked the world. Edison, with unwavering tenacity, continued his quest. He once stated, "Many of life's failures are people who did not realize how close they were to success when they gave up." With renewed vigor, he turned to carbonized bamboo, and after over 1,000 attempts, the bulb flickered to life, not just illuminating a room, but igniting the imaginations of countless innovators. The year was 1880, and the world stood at the precipice of a new era, as Edison's invention ushered in the age of electricity. The incandescent light bulb illuminated cities across the globe, showcasing the transformative power of innovation. Yet, amidst this peak achievement, another dramatic turning point awaited. In the quest for patents, Edison found himself embroiled in a fierce battle with Nikola Tesla, whose alternating current threatened Edison's direct current systems. This rivalry escalated to what history would later label the War of Currents. The intense public interest and the media frenzy turned their feud into a spectacle, replete with shocking headlines of deceit and betrayal. Many believed that Tesla's vision would be the future, but Edison's firm grip on practicality meant that his influence would prevail. A decade later, even after tasting tremendous success, Edison faced another tumultuous upheaval with the rise of the electric power industry, realizing he must adapt to thrive or risk downfall. Despite the challenges, Edison's legacy grew immensely as he founded General Electric, and he became a symbol of relentless innovation. He held over 1,000 patents and pioneered advancements that shaped the fabric of modern society. Edison's life story is a testament to the spirit of determination. But why does his narrative matter today? In a world consumed by rapid technological shifts and heightened competition, Edison's journey reminds us that failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of the journey. Each setback can be a stepping stone, urging us to reassess, adapt, and carry on. We may stumble in our pursuit of dreams, but like Edison, we can ignite our own light by persevering through the dark moments. Every effort spent in laboring through our failures may very well lead us to our life's ultimate illumination. As Edison's own words ring true, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." With a heart that ignited the world, Edison left a legacy not just of light but of hope, a reminder that great endeavors often arise from the ashes of failure. So in this modern age, let us remember that no journey of success is without its trials, and with inspiration from the past, we can shine brightly in our own lives. What will your light illuminate today, amidst the shadows of doubt and failure? As we close this chapter of Edison's extraordinary odyssey, let us draw courage from his tale, knowing that in the struggle lies the essence of achievement. Truly, the story of Thomas Edison exemplifies the principle that the light shines brightest when born from the deepest darkness. In the years that followed his historic success with the light bulb, Thomas Edison would come to understand that the very essence of greatness hinges not solely on the innovations themselves, but on one's ability to adapt, to learn, and to rise anew from the ashes of defeat. For Edison, the triumphs of the incandescent bulb and the triumph of General Electric were merely the prologues to a larger narrative. Yet, even in success, challenges loomed large, bringing with them a formidable array of obstacles that sought to plummet him back into the depths of obscurity. As the Industrial Revolution surged forward, cities across America glowed with the electric light that had become Edison's signature contribution. However, this very revolution birthed new innovations and intensifying competition. In the midst of this thrilling race for technological supremacy, Edison faced an unexpected setback. The rise of rival networks promised a new world where alternatives to his direct current systems began to shift the very foundation upon which his empire was built. Among these competitors was George Westinghouse, a forward-thinking innovator who championed the use of alternating current, AC, which could be transmitted over much longer distances than Edison's direct current, DC. During this tumultuous time, doubt began to seep into Edison's world. Despite holding the reins of success, the looming threat of obsolescence began to cast an ominous shadow over his vision.